Welcome to Play Branson, where you get to know Branson's entertainers better. My name is Chris Meyer, and I'm here with my other host, Haley Westrich.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. This is a really busy time here in Branson.
It is. Lots going on.
And fall colors happening.
Yes. And we've got another amazing entertainer with us today, Christopher James. So we're excited to have him here with us.
And where is he with?
He's with the Showboat, but he does a lot of other things here in town too.
Well, I'm anxious to get to know him better because I've heard he does a lot of things here in town.
Yeah.
So I'm anxious to hear more from him. You've come up with some really good dumb questions or things that make you go, That's one of our standing segments here on the show as we get started. And so here they are. I'm going to go right into it. Why is there an expiration date on sour cream? That's an interesting one. If you get cheated by the Better Business Bureau, who do you complain to?
Yeah, who would you?
I don't know. The Attorney General's office?
Right.
I did have actually the other day, the Better Business Bureau called me and I set up an appointment and then they never called back.
Oh, no.
Like 3 days later, and she had an excuse, but it was okay. How do the do not walk on the grass signs get there?
Yeah. So someone has to put them there.
They do, which means they probably had to walk on the grass.
Exactly.
Why do we say heads up when we mean duck?
That's good.
Okay, so of those four, which one was the dumbest?
I like the grass one.
The grass, that was pretty dumb. Mm-hmm. That was pretty dumb. I give you that one. Okay, here's the thought-provoking question of the day. Would you rather be a movie star, a pro athlete, or the leader of the country?
Oh, I mean, if you're a movie star, you can meet a whole bunch of people. But if you led the country, I mean, you're just in charge. So,
yeah, but you would meet you could meet anybody there too.
That's true. Yeah.
And you could have all the pro football people and basketball people come hang out with you.
Perfect.
Maybe.
Right.
So I think I would be the leader of the country.
That would be good.
If I had to pick.
Right.
But now, if you're the movie star or pro athlete, you probably actually make more money than the president.
Probably so.
The president, I mean, what do they make? $1 million, 800,000, something like that. Not that much.
No.
Not for the responsibility.
Exactly.
So I think that's probably why Trump said, "I'm just going to give it all away."
Right.
So do you know that he's giving all his money away?
I had heard that. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not taking a salary. So anyway, boy, that was a weird segment right there, but we're not going to edit this because we want to be real. This is reality TV. That was just a weird pause. If you haven't been to our Facebook page yet, be sure to do that. Go to facebook.com/Play Branson. We launch our episodes there every week. We're also on Instagram, YouTube. You can type in Play Branson. We also have our own Play Branson website now, and then are we on Twitter as well?
We are.
So you're like covering all the social media stuff.
Yes.
Okay. So continue to give us your feedback. We're going to be back in just a moment with.
There are so many things to do in Branson. You need help planning and booking all your fun. You need iBranson.com. You can find everything Branson has to offer from your computer, tablet, or cell phone. You can even buy tickets online or talk to one of their friendly Branson travel specialists. There's no sales pitches, no delivery fees, no service fees, and no waiting. It's fast and easy. Find your fun at iBranson.com. Do it all online or call 877-ENTERTAIN. That's 877-368-3782. iBranson.com.
The award-winning Quality Inn West. It's the closest hotel in Branson to Silver Dollar City and near Branson's IMAX complex. Relax in the indoor pool or hot tub. The hotel offers relaxing queen rooms and 2-room suites. Enjoy each morning's free hot breakfast inside or out on the patio. For more information or to make reservations, call 800-443-8694.
Welcome back to Play Branson. We're here with Christopher James today. He is out at the Showboat Branson Bell. It's good to have you here.
Oh, it's great to be here. This is pretty cool.
So you have been in Branson for a while.
Yeah, I'm nearing my 13th season here in Branson.
Wow.
And so, I had never heard of Branson before I moved here.
So we always kind of ask people, it's like, how did you get to Branson? What's your story?
Oh, I came across 44 and then, no, actually I was performing in New York. I worked in the Catskills and I was working up there and somebody from Branson saw me and asked me to come down and fill in for a couple weeks or a couple months. And next thing I know, it's 13 years later.
Wow.
So here I am.
Wow. And so were you doing magic up there in the Catskills?
I was doing mostly stand-up comedy. I would go between the resorts. It was very interesting because I would do one that was country themed, and then I would go to another resort. I was doing like 5 or 6 resorts a week. And so it was nice to not have to drive all the time. In fact, I was working so many of them, I got my pilot's license so I could fly between them.
Really?
It was so much quicker. Yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And here I am.
Here you are.
Yeah.
And so you didn't ever want to go back to the
To the
Catskills?
snow and stuff? No.
And so have you been for the last like 13 years out at the Showboat?
Yeah, I started out the first year. I was a featured comedian, and so I would go out and do like 15 or 20 minutes. And then the next year, they asked me to start emceeing, and I was very reluctant, turned it down 3 times. And here I am. 12 years I've been emceeing, 1 year just doing comedy, and it's been interesting, to put it mildly. So
Okay.
every show is different because I do improv most of the show.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So how did you get into the magic and the comedy?
In prison, I was. No, it was juvie. No. Actually, I owned some businesses in Ohio there before I moved here. And I was watching somebody at this mall, and they were doing magic and selling magic. And I thought, that's interesting. And my grandparents were kind of performers and stuff, and their parents were. And so I decided to start learning it just to get into the business side of
Sure.
it. And I actually hired magicians to go out and perform for me, and I sold the product. But then slowly I started doing it myself. So
Very nice.
yeah.
So one of the things I've on my notes here, it says you've
Yeah.
appeared in over 40 countries. So talk about that.
Yeah, well, I do a lot of cruise ships. So I do that quite a bit in the off season. You know, I hate the winter here, so I get on a cruise ship this year. It's going to be like all Asian and Hawaiian cruises, so that's kind of nice. And so I've performed on every continent, and Antarctica 7 times now.
Is there anybody
cool.
on Antarctica?
There are a lot of people on Antarctica, but we go, and I've actually performed for penguins for like 7 different times. It's kind of funny, actually.
Yeah.
There's signed cards somewhere in Antarctica, and I put my contact information in case anybody ever finds it.
Wow.
But yeah, so I toured and did that, and right before I moved to Branson, I think 2005, I was contracted by Oman, the Sultan of Oman, to fly over and perform as one of only 2 entertainers that were going to be working there from the U.S. And it was me doing variety acts, and this guy, what was his name? Michael Jackson was going to be the other performer. So that was kind of cool.
Wow. Now,
Yeah.
how does that even happen?
You know what? I thought it was a scam for the longest time. I really did. And I didn't think it was going to happen. They kept calling me and asking me. Finally, I agreed to do it. They wanted to know how many people would be in the entourage. And I said, 2? It's like me, and I had a guy. And he said, because the Jackson camp is bringing 40-some people.
Wow.
And I said, well, great.
Did you
So-
get to meet Michael Jackson?
I have met him.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, I got to go to Neverland way before that, so that was kind of cool.
I'm guessing not very many Branson entertainers actually got to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. We didn't sit down and chat, but yeah, I got to meet him in person.
He's probably one of the few entertainers that I would have liked to have seen that I haven't.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
kind of
just-
cool because I got really lucky working in the Catskills because a lot of entertainers would come there on vacation with their families if they were working in New York. And so I got to meet some, ended up performing for Robin Williams several times at his family's Thanksgiving parties, which was kind of weird doing comedy for Robin Williams. Conan O'Brien, Regis Philbin, like people like that. So it was kind of neat being in that atmosphere.
Yeah, and
So-
you know, that's one of the things I really like about this show is because there's so much more depth to the Branson entertainers than what we just see on stage. Like,
there's no depth to me.
Yeah, well,
There's
no,
no
there
depth to my
is.
shallowness. No.
There, but we don't have that history when we see you on the Showboat Branson Bell. We don't know all this
Right.
stuff.
It's
And-
a little hard as an entertainer. Branson's a little different because people want to get to know you. So after the show, they want to know where you grew up, and they ask you about your families and such. When I worked in New York, nobody cared. Like, they just came to see the entertainers, and they would come out and talk about the show. But here, they want to know you. So that's kind of unique.
So what's like you mentioned that people want to talk to you. Like, do you have any crazy stories like for after the show? Like,
Well, I'll tell you, before my very first show I ever did, I had just moved here from New York, and I was at the that big Branson attraction downtown, Walmart, and everybody in there kept saying, "How you doing? How's your day going?" And I was on the phone with a friend of mine from the Catskills, and I said, "Everybody keeps asking me how I'm doing, how my day is." And he goes, "What do they want?" And I said, "I don't know. Like, everybody's asking me." He goes, "They want something. Be careful. They're trying to get something out of you." And I said, "No, I think they really want to know how my day is." And he's like, "Be careful, be careful." And so it took me a while to get used to that.
Yeah. I mean, people say it's such a friendly place. And
Right.
I hope we don't lose that. As more people come in from New York, we hope that they eventually get Bransonized.
That has happened to me.
Yeah.
Because now when I work outside of Branson, my agent says, "Hey, there's a whole other world. Branson's kind of a little bubble." So, you can appeal to the rest of the country as well.
So you mentioned you have an agent. Is that like someone that helps you book like for other places?
Yeah, he does, but I've done it for so long. I've been performing since I was really little in some capacity. So now it's kind of repetitive. So the same venues call me all the time. But he does pretty good. He gets me into things that I would never, ever expect to do, like Oman and things like that.
Yeah. So did you do anything else in Oman while you were there? Like, did you visit anything? Or
no, not so much. It was kind of a tense time in the Middle East. So kind of just did my thing and went to the hotel.
Okay.
So,
Any other unique experiences in other countries?
Ask my wife. She'll tell you all the time. She'll call me on a cell phone. "Where are you?" "I'm in the back of a truck in Hong Kong," and things like that. So I like to explore. I like to try things, and I've met interesting people all around the world. So I'm not shy about trying new things, going caving, going anything with interesting people. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, here in just a moment, we're about ready for our break, but we're going to talk about the show more. But you also are a businessman, and you've got a lot of businesses. So we want to talk about that here in just a moment. And so we'll be back with more Play Branson. Stay tuned.
Try something different this vacation. Bring the whole family to Branson Segway. Segways are the most fun on two wheels since the bicycle. It's safe and fun. Ride at your own pace on our specially designed track. You can do it.
I don't know if I can do this, guys. I don't know.
To get your family from ho-hum to adventure, ride a Segway. Branson Segway and Adventure Center on Highway 165, just 1 block south of Titanic.
Come on, slowpokes! Ride like the wind! Woo!
There are so many things to do in Branson. You need help planning and booking all your fun. You need iBranson.com. You can find everything Branson has to offer from your computer, tablet, or cell phone. You can even buy tickets online or talk to one of their friendly Branson travel specialists. There's no sales pitches, no delivery fees, no service fees, and no waiting. It's fast and easy. Find your fun at iBranson.com. Do it all online or call 877-ENTERTAIN. That's 877-368-3782. iBranson.com.
Welcome back to Play Branson. We're here today with Christopher James.
And Christopher, you own a lot of businesses, and you have a ton of websites too. So tell us some about that.
I run All Things Branson here in Branson, also the Voice of Branson, where we help promote small businesses. That was kind of our focus when we started it. I learned that here in Branson, it's kind of expensive to advertise. And so we started it to help promote small businesses. So we started promoting smaller shows, and then it's expanded into a television show I have on the Vacation Channel, all about things for families and kids to do. And we have different components now. We have a podcast section of it where we've done 600 interviews. And so in total, on All Things Branson with Kids Connection, everything, we are about to hit 1,000 videos and interviews. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, hopefully in the next few weeks.
So you're way ahead of us. Because this is episode 39 for us. 39. So you're way ahead.
Well, I do it a lot because we just celebrated 3 years. So in 3 years, I've done close to 1,000.
That's a lot.
Yeah. In fact, my wife surprised me and built a studio in our house, like a full studio with green screen lights, all the cameras, everything, as a gift. So now we can film all the time. When the kids and I go out, we're constantly filming. Like, their lives are constantly being filmed just in case something were to happen.
Right.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
And it tends to happen. If you've met my kids, they like to pull practical jokes. We go to the landing all the time, and they love to do the photo booths, but they carry a little empty toilet paper roll. And so when they hear somebody walking by, they'll open the little curtain from the photo booth and say, "Dad, this thing's out of toilet paper." And you should see the look on the tourist's face.
So they're kind of taken after their dad from a comedy
Very much. They're in the show now.
Okay.
So my son looks a lot like me. And so he plays a shrunk down version of me. And my daughter's just hysterical. She comes up with her own comedy bits constantly and doesn't warn me. She'll just try them out on stage.
Now, how old are they?
5. They're
5.
twins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So tell us about some of your other businesses, too.
Also own a magic shop right here near your studio. So I own that. I invest in a few other businesses around town. And we do rentals for visitors that come to Branson. We have different condos that we rent.
Yeah. You know, I'm kind of noticing a trend on a lot of our recent interview people is like the entertainers are also entrepreneurs. And I love that. It's, that's great.
You know what? It's great because people know you. So, I mean, in total, I've seen millions of people. The Showboat gets like 700,000 visitors a year, and I've been there 13 years. So if you do the math, we have a close partnership with GoDaddy because my father-in-law was very instrumental in starting GoDaddy.
Really?
And so I get special stats from them. And we get 700,000 people a month that view our videos and go to our website and listen to our interviews and stuff like that. So when we get into a business and I post, "Hey, anybody want to rent my condo for the weekend?" I'll get, a few hundred people.
That's
that
awesome.
I want to do. So, you got to take advantage of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great. I've noticed you've won some awards. So I've got here the Magic Act of the Year, the Entertainment Award of Excellence by the Magicians Alliance of Eastern States, and
That was a good one.
Comedy State. Tell us about some of those.
Well, that was a cool one because I went to I don't believe in competing for what I do for a living. I think it's weird when people compete for singing because it's so subjective, in my opinion. And so I went to help a friend, and as a joke, he signed me up to go on stage. True story. I had to run next door to the 24-hour Walmart, put together an act. Ended up going in, and he thought it was hilarious that I had to do this competition. And I ended up winning every single award except for the best female performer.
Well, that's a good award, not for you to.
Yeah. It was only because I forgot my shoes at home.
Yeah.
So, but the best part was they lost his certificate that he even participated. And so he wouldn't even talk to me on the ride home. But, it was pure luck, I think, because my act was so different because I wasn't prepared. Everybody had these prepared acts, and I purely just blended my comedy and was doing a stand-up routine and doing magic during the stand-up, and ended up winning the Award of Excellence, they called it, which was really cool because they told me the only people that had won it in the last 50 years was Penn and Teller.
Wow.
So it was me and Penn and Teller in 50 years. So it was kind of neat.
Yeah.
But, I don't put a lot of stock in that sort of thing because you missed my Best Male Model awards.
She
and,
didn't put that
Best
down on my
Legs of
list.
Branson. I'm surprised
My
that
bad.
you
I know.
so breaking up with
See, I
you.
get to blame her, see?
Yeah. So it's kind of neat. And here in Branson, I've been lucky, won MC of the Year, Variety Act of the Year, things like that. But you know how awards are in Branson. It's very subjective.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Yep.
but it's always an honor to win something.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah. What else do you want to know?
Okay. Well,
Okay.
when you're not doing your businesses or performing, what do you like to do to have fun?
What is this fun you speak of? No, truly, our lives are. My fun thing is to do our websites because we don't charge anybody. We promote businesses and restaurants. We go out and shoot videos that we give them to people to promote themselves, and we've never charged a penny. So that is the fun part for me.
Awesome. Right.
And we just finished a great big one for Miss America that visited, or Miss Missouri, hopefully Miss America,
Yes.
that visited Branson and went live like an hour ago. And we do it all for free for the chamber and stuff like that. I like to do, that's my hobby,
Awesome.
is doing videos.
So, real quickly, tell people where you are, where can they find you in Branson?
Yeah,
and
the
all that?
Showboat Branson Bell. Come out to the Showboat Branson Bell. That's my number one thing. And so you want to go to the showboatbransonbell.com and check us out. This year's show is called Celebrate.
But it's the
And
evening show.
The evening show, but it's kind of a weird schedule because we do some early shows as well, but 4 and 8 generally. You have
Okay.
to come. Have you been to the show?
Not this year.
Well,
Not this year. But I have been.
Yeah.
I was actually at the show, but when they put it in the water with the banana pills.
Oh, yeah.
So I saw it go into the water.
It was like April 15th, 1993 or something.
Something like that. 92,
roughly.
93.
Yeah.
It's been a long time ago.
Yeah.
So
Well, you got to come to the show. That's the number one place to see me. And of course, the websites and all that, all things Branson, and thevoiceofbranson.com.
There
So
we go.
check those out.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you here today,
great. This is
and
fun.
it went quick as always. And you're doing lots of stuff, and so thank you for doing all the stuff that you do in Branson.
Well, thank you.
So,
Thanks for having me. It was
anyway,
fun.
folks, we'll be back in just a moment.
There are so many things to do in Branson. You need help planning and booking all your fun. You need iBranson.com. You can find everything Branson has to offer from your computer, tablet, or cell phone. You can even buy tickets online or talk to one of their friendly Branson travel specialists. There's no sales pitches, no delivery fees, no service fees, and no waiting. It's fast and easy. Find your fun at iBranson.com. Do it all online or call 877-ENTERTAIN. That's 877-368-3782. iBranson.com.
Try something different this vacation. Bring the whole family to Branson Segway. Segways are the most fun on 2 wheels since the bicycle. It's safe and fun. Ride at your own pace on our specially designed track. You can do
I
it.
don't know if I can do this, guys. I don't know.
To get your family from ho-hum to adventure, ride a Segway. Branson Segway and Adventure Center on Highway 165, just 1 block south of Titanic.
Come on, slowpokes! Ride like the wind! Woo!
Welcome back to Play Branson. We're here to wrap the show up today. We've had another great day of interviews.
We had. It was really neat.
So Christopher James, that guy is busy.
Yes. I don't know how he keeps up with everything.
I don't know. He must have a great wife with a great calendar.
Absolutely.
So, and it sounds like his kids are crazy too.
Yes.
So if folks want to see him, they need to be able, they want it, okay, that's going to be on live. They need to go out to the Showboat Branson Bell.
Yes.
And see him in the afternoon or evening shows. It's
Right.
the, whatever, they'll have to check out the times for that. And we want to thank iBranson.com for being one of our sponsors. And you can book the Showboat Branson Bell on their website, or you can call them at 1-877-ENTERTAIN. We got some things coming up tomorrow night. In fact, Bill Engelville, did I say that right? Engelville?
I think so.
He'll be at the Welk Resort. And then Wednesday, October 25th, we have Easton Corbin.
Yes.
And I think he's a new rising
Country singer.
And then on Friday, October 27th, we have William Shatner at the Welk Resort. And you can just tell by the difference in ages, you're like, who is William Shatner? So he's like iconic for my generation, was on Star Trek. If you've seen a Priceline commercial, and I guess he can sing too. I don't know. So I think this may be maybe the first time he's ever been in Branson, maybe. So folks need to go out there, check him out at the Welk Resort, October 27th. Next week on our show, we have Derek Ventura. And so look forward to meeting him. He is actually at the Doo-Wop and the Drifters show in town. And so I look forward to, be sure to tune in next week to our show. Every week, we're launching a show every Thursday. You can catch us on Facebook.com/PlayBranson, YouTube, or Instagram, Twitter, all those things. Just search for us. You'll find us. Thanks for watching. And until next week, have a good one.
There are so many things to do in Branson. You need help planning and booking all your fun. You need iBranson.com. You can find everything Branson has to offer from your computer, tablet, or cell phone. You can even buy tickets online or talk to one of their friendly Branson travel specialists. There's no sales pitches, no delivery fees, no service fees, and no waiting. It's fast and easy. Find your fun at iBranson.com. Do it all online or call 877-ENTERTAIN. That's 877-368-3782. iBranson.com.
Try something different this vacation. Bring the whole family to Branson Segway. Segways are the most fun on 2 wheels since the bicycle. It's safe and fun. Ride at your own pace on our specially designed track. You can do
I
it.
don't know if I can do this, guys. I don't know.
To get your family from ho-hum to adventure, ride a Segway. Branson Segway and Adventure Center on Highway 165, just 1 block south of Titanic.
Come on, slowpokes! Ride like the wind! Woo!
The award-winning Quality Inn West. It's the closest hotel in Branson to Silver Dollar City and near Branson's IMAX complex. Relax in the indoor pool or hot tub. The hotel offers relaxing queen rooms and 2-room suites. Enjoy each morning's free hot breakfast inside or out on the patio. For more information or to make reservations, call 800-443-8694.